Good afternoon and welcome to Pakistan Today News from our New York studio. I'm Chris Taylor. Our top story tonight. The coalition government has withdrawn a controversial Special Economic Zones Amendment Ordinance 2026 after it emerged that the measure had been issued without formal approval from President Asif Ali Zardari. The move followed strong objections from the Pakistan People's Party, which staged a walkout in the National Assembly over what it described as a serious constitutional irregularity. Facing mounting pressure, the government agreed to retract the ordinance, easing immediate political tensions and allowing parliamentary proceedings to resume. Meanwhile, in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Assembly Speaker Babar Salim Swati has formally sought an in-camera briefing from the Peshawar Corps commander on ongoing military operations in the merged districts. The request is aimed at assisting a special 40-member House committee reviewing the region's security situation. The committee, comprising both government and opposition lawmakers, has already received briefings from civil authorities and held a peace jirga that agreed on a roadmap for long-term stability. However, security sources argue that directly approaching the Corps commander violates established protocol, which requires such briefings to be routed through the federal government and Ministry of Defense. Committee members insist that military operations alone will not ensure lasting peace without political and social measures. The federal government has also strongly criticized Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Chief Minister Sohail Afridi over remarks questioning Pakistan's claims that militants use Afghan soil to launch attacks. Information Minister Ataullah Tarar labeled the comments condemnable and shameful, accusing Afridi of undermining Pakistan's counter-terrorism narrative. Officials reiterated that Islamabad possesses irrefutable evidence of cross-border militancy and warned that any soft stance on terrorism would not be tolerated. State ministers further accused Afridi's party of creating uncertainty on a matter of national security. Let's bring in our correspondent for more on the political fallout from Islamabad. Sarah William is following developments there.
Chris, the atmosphere in the capital has remained tense following the chief minister's remarks, with federal leaders closing ranks to project a unified stance on national security. Government sources say the issue has been raised in multiple high-level meetings, reflecting concern over mixed messaging on terrorism. Opposition figures, meanwhile, argue that the debate highlights deeper political divisions between the center and the provinces. Analysts here warn that continued public sparring could complicate Pakistan's diplomatic posture, particularly on regional security issues.
Thank you, Sarah. Turning now to defense diplomacy. Indonesia has expressed a strong desire to expand defense cooperation with Pakistan following talks in Rawalpindi between Indonesian Defense Minister Lieutenant General retired Shafri Shamsuddin and Pakistan's Chief of Defense Forces, Field Marshal Syed Asim Munir. Discussions focused on shared security interests, enhanced military training, and defense industrial collaboration. The Indonesian minister praised the professionalism of Pakistan's armed forces and highlighted interest in deeper Air Force cooperation, especially in training, capacity building, and aerospace technology. The engagement follows a recent presidential visit that saw both countries agree to broaden ties across trade, technology, and regional coordination. In governance news, the Cabinet Division has released the Toshakana record for October to December 2025, detailing foreign gifts received by senior officials and deposited into the state treasury. The list includes President Asif Ali Zardari, Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, PPP Chairman Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, Deputy Prime Minister Ishaq Dar, and Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi, among others. Items range from models of holy sites to perfumes, watches, shields, and decorative pieces, with valuations still underway. Officials say the disclosure is part of ongoing efforts to enhance transparency. Internationally, Greenland's government has firmly rejected any possibility of a takeover by the United States following renewed remarks by President Donald Trump about acquiring the Arctic territory. Greenlandic authorities stressed that the island's status is non-negotiable and that it remains an autonomous territory within the Kingdom of Denmark. Danish officials echoed that position, while several European countries voiced support for Denmark, emphasizing respect for sovereignty amid renewed geopolitical debate over Greenland's strategic importance. And finally, Iran's foreign minister Abbas Araghchi says the situation in the country is under total control after weekend violence linked to protests over economic hardship and political grievances. forces. He claimed security forces have restored order and accused terrorist elements and foreign actors of fueling unrest to invite outside intervention. Araghchi added that Iran is ready both for war and for dialogue with the United States as Washington weighs its response to the crackdown. Iranian authorities continue to insist the country remains stable and sovereign despite ongoing tensions. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today News. I'm Chris Taylor.